Hello, hello twins. How are you? Good afternoon. I'm truly sorry I wasn't able to make the Saturday class. As you can tell, I was very, very strong. Okay, it was really a very hectic weekend, so to speak. So I decided to do this recording of the class. Okay, so that we don't lose time. All right. And this following weekend, my mother is coming into Nigeria, so I might be a bit. I can't really say what my schedule will be like because my mother likes 250% attention. Okay, so I'm going to do this recording and we can have a Q&A later. And I'll also send you guys some assignment to work on. So question, did you guys do the meditation that I sent? And how did you find it? How was it? Okay, I hope that helped you. Please, everything that I'm sending to you is very important. I'm not just sending for the sending sake, okay? So the meditations are very important. You can do that from time to time, okay? So today I'll be speaking about the journey within. One of the core elements of my teaching is self-awareness, all right? Because you cannot improve what you're not aware of. And we live in an environment where we're always living on autopilot. Even sometimes I myself I live on autopilot, but over time I'm able to self-witness myself. That is, I stand outside of myself and witness myself without judging myself. So I know, okay, I am missing it here, so I can take a step back. Okay. One of my very favorite saying by Carl Chung says, your horizon will become clearer when you look into your own heart. Who looks on the outside dreams, or who looks on the inside awakens. So most times, there's a favorite saying of mine that most of us are really on sleep mode. You realize that you can go for 10 coaching programs and nothing really changes because you're not really applying the wisdom. Okay. Now, sometimes because we've had, lived a life where there's so many learned behaviors that we've picked up along the line. So it is not one coaching program that will change everything. You have to be constantly immersed. That's open your ear gates to constant wisdom. Okay. One of the main marks of being a great leader is self-leadership. You have to be able to lead yourself. When you get out of the bubble of pointing fingers, that is blame shifting, then you are ready to move to the next level in your life. Okay? We live in a situation, in a society where we are constantly pointing fingers. That person did this, that person did that. Now, do not get me wrong. I'm not saying I condone it, but you cannot really control other people. True transformation begins when you decide to self-lead yourself, because that is how a leader leads. A leader is constantly learning, a leader is constantly changing in him or herself to improve, to become better. Even someone like TD Jakes, he's still learning. Trust him. He's still learning, he's still reading books. He's still learning, he's still metamorphosing. So how about you and me? All right. Now, there's a popular saying that your life goes in the direction of your most dominant thought. So what are you thinking about? What you focus on grows. The Bible says, think on things that are noble, that are valuable, that are good reports. The Bible wasn't just talking, he meant it when he was speaking. I always say this, Bible is too complete. I know sometimes negative thoughts might come into play, but it behoves you to tear it down and superimpose the will of God on it. Again, it is not something we do consciously, or rather, it's not something you do consciously. Yes, it is an unconscious thing, but you have to consciously do it. This is where self-awareness comes in. You are practicing mindfulness. You are thinking about what you are thinking about. So sometimes during the course of your day, one of my favorite practices is mindfulness. Take about 15 seconds to just focus on what you are thinking about that time and space. At least in the course of your day, from time to time. Think about what you are thinking about. It is very, very important because most times we are just going through life without, and then the enemy is throwing these different kinds of thought patterns into your mind, and you too, you are partnering with it, and then it starts to manifest in the course of your life. You are not even aware of it because your mind is the biggest real estate there is. Okay, so please take time out to practice mindfulness. Think about what you are thinking about in the course of your day. Okay, if you see me looking down, just know that I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to forget anything I prepared for you guys. Okay, now I'm sure most of us we've had a lot of promises and promises that God has given to us. Now there's something called time and chance. There's a waiting period, that middle where you are waiting to see what God has for you. Now, what I'll tell you to do is this: please uproot every form of fear and worry from your life. Because if there's a disconnect from your mindset and then the foundations in your heart, you will struggle. You will struggle. That is where the dominant thought comes into play. Let your thoughts be organized. Let it not be fear-based. I know we see a lot of things on social media these days, but please do not plug into it. Okay? We are kingdom people. We are not of the cosmos. We are thinking along the lines and plans that God has for us. Now there are different levels of awareness. Now I'm coming to the meat of really what I want to say today. There are different levels of awareness that I'm going to be speaking about today. So you will know where to plant yourself. Okay? There are 7 levels of awareness. How we function as human being, how we relate interpersonally with the next person to us. Okay? Now, number 1 is the animal level. I want to know where you by yourself, you know where you are. Number 1 is the animal level. If you're a very fearful person, if you are a very reactive person, okay, that is, you are quick to react. You are quick to be easily provoked. You are still on the animal level. That means anybody can come and pitch you and you quickly react. When I'm speaking about level of awareness, because you're on a journey of transformation, a journey of healing and evolving, there are different levels of awareness. Okay? So now, there are some people that they have world fear in their hearts. They are holding it to their chest. And these people on animal level again, they are also the kind of people that are still blaming their parents for what happened to them. Now, do not get me wrong. Yes, our parents may have failed us one way or another, but the truth is, they did the best they could. But now we are choosing healthy choices because we were born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our choices. So that is the animal level. They're easily reactive to what is happening in the external environment. Okay? Then the second level is mass level. These ones that the mass consuming. They are always reading and ingesting what is out there. This one is happening here, they are there. This one is in vogue, they are there. They are consuming all kinds of information that has not been investigated, that is not in line with kingdom. Those are the mass level. Okay. Then the third one is the aspiration people. They want more knowledge. They want more knowledge. They don't want more knowledge, but they're just aspiring. They're just feeding, but they're not changing. They want more light, yes, but they are not changing. That's the third level. Then the fourth level is no, or rather, let me speak more on this aspiring. Okay, they tend to follow trends. Okay, this is what is happening now. They are rushing there. This is what is happening now. They are rushing there. Now, there's a popular saying that when when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, so you need to be sure who you are listening to per season. Okay, because there are a lot of doctrines out there, there are a lot of teachers out there that may not really cater to what God needs to add to the configuration of who you are. So you have to be very careful what you're listening to. okay? Because your ear gates and your eye gates, they're very important to you, all right? Because they form what is inside of you. So you have to be careful what you are listening to, okay? Then as you continue on this journey of awareness, you need to be able to know that you are called to express your uniqueness. Who is Ruth? Who is Rachel Ode as an individual? Okay, not as an enmeshed individual. Who is Ruth? Who is Rachel as an individual? Okay, because you are called to kings. You have a unique signature. You have a unique touch. All right. What is it in me that will be needed in the palace? You need to be aware of that core signature that you have been called to do. Okay. Now, this can be found, of course, in a place of prayer and supplication, in a place of retreat, and of course, when you are amassing knowledge. That's why I said you have to be careful about what you're listening to. Okay. Now, Joseph in the Bible knew that he was unique. There's something one of my favorite teachers says. He said, "Life is a commission. It is not a competition." Okay, so when you know that my lane is different from the next person's lane. I'm not dragging anything with you. Joseph was unique. Even in the pit, he was still serving. Do you realize that? I'm sure me and you would have been frowning. What is it? I didn't even sleep without Potiphar's wife. They now arrested him. You'll probably be moping for days. But even at that, he was still asking the cupbearer and the butler, "Are you okay? Look at your countenance. It doesn't look so good." All right. So even in our times of challenges, you need to be able to have that unique expression of what God has placed inside of you. Because I'm telling you, somebody somewhere is always watching. Okay. Know that you are unique. All right. This is the time to express that you are created to express your uniqueness. Now, this is the fourth level of your awareness journey. Now, this is where you are. Okay. I am not enmeshed. I'm not enmeshed with anybody. I'm not trying to, blend into the crowd to feel accepted. Okay. This is what God has called me to do. This is my unique imprint. All right. This is my unique signature. This is who I am. All right. That is where you are now focusing on expressing the uniqueness of who you have been called to be. Okay, that is the fourth part of your awareness journey. And then as you go on your awareness journey, now you're on the follow through part. Here, you have reached the part of where you are not easily reactive. You stop freaking out on different situations. You have come to a point where now you know that God is in charge of my life. In fact, the world can fall up and down. God is in charge of my life. You are giving yourself a command and you are following it through. Okay, you have different promises you set out for yourself. Okay, because one of the things about being on a healing journey is that you have little promises you set for yourself and then you follow it through. Because for people that grow up in not very adverse situations, because you've been chronically neglected, okay, maybe because obviously your parents have failed you in one way or another. One tool in the course of your healing, in the course of your healing journey, is that you set or rather you give yourself promises, little promises, and then you come true on them. Okay? Because you've been used to the fact that people didn't really, people promised and failed you, so to speak. You need to be able to keep little promises to yourself and show up for it, okay? For yourself, all right? And then please stop on your fifth level of the awareness journey. You're the kind of person that is no longer giving excuses. You are constantly when you feel afraid, you confront your fear because really you cannot conquer what you do not confront. You confront whatever fear is plaguing you, all right? And then on the sixth level, you are now talking about um, change. Your actions change. You are now more focused on your results. You want to have a life that shows forth results. You are now more results driven. You're not interested in idle chatter anymore. Because have you noticed that some people, they are very drama prone? They are the epicenter of you said, I said. Have you noticed those kind of people? That the epicenter of she's the one that said that, and she do and she they are the epicenter of drama. Okay. So at this stage in your life, you are now, you stop giving yourself stupid nonsense relationships and communities that don't add value to your life. All right. You are now consciously putting yourself in environments that add value. You are talking things that are purpose driven, kingdom minded. All right. You are around people that challenge you to be better. Okay. People that challenge you to be better. There's a difference. All right. You are around this person, and you are like, God, I need to be better. I need to do better. Okay. You are around people like that. You're putting them in your orbit. All right. You are listening to people like that. Because it comes to a time in your life where there are some people, when they are talking, they'll be irritating your destiny. Like, what is someone saying? Do you understand? That is, you are now at the change level. You are changing things on all levels in your life. You are dropping a lot of things. People may say you are proud, but that's their business. Because you're on change level. Okay, that's the sixth level of awareness, your awareness journey. Okay, you know what you want, and you're no more self-sabotaging. You're not by yourself doing yourself anymore. Because every life shift begins with a mind shift. You have shifted on so many levels. You are now at execution level. All right. You are no longer those kind of people that at the beginning of the year, they have written like 79 things they want to do. Meanwhile, that's just nonsense. Because when you start your year, really, you should have maybe every month, maybe one core goal you're working on. Most of the time, where we self-sabotage is that we put 39 things plus 5 things we want to do in 1 month. It's not easy. It could be one or two major core goals. Because if it's one major core goal that you have in a month, that means at the end of the year, you have done 12 things that are palpable, that people can see, that I have results in. Do you understand? Because most times we are the ones that give ourselves high BP for nothing. Because really, who is chasing you? Do you understand? So now you are more disciplined. Your faculties, your mind, your perceptions are flowing on a higher level. All right. Then the seventh level is mastery level. This is so my favorite. Of course, this is work. It's sweet in my mouth, but of course, this is all work. All right. Mastery level is when you come to a part that where you are telling yourself that I have not done badly for myself. I'm a work in progress. I am the woman for the job, but I am a work in progress. You don't beat yourself anyhow, but you don't beat yourself with cane on the head all the time. You practice self-compassion. Because we live in an environment where this society is not nice. Okay? People are not really nice. So you tend to speak to yourself in a wise and nurturing voice. The Holy Spirit is a nurturer. You speak to yourself as a wise, nurturing voice. Okay? You look at yourself and say, okay, this is what I've been able to accomplish this first quarter of the year. I can do better. Okay, where do I need to step up? All right? You are truthful to yourself. All right? You do things you are supposed to do. You are not reacting to your emotions. You are not, Bosola has done this, so